Hello. Still struggling to read my Bible. But of course now I'm getting sick. And, well, we're all slowly getting sick here again now. I'm just trying to rest and take care of myself, but also take care of myself spiritually. And it's just hard. I really feel like I need a reset, and the year has just begun. But I really just need to get back on my routines or a new routine. I need to let go of my old routine. Need to get on a new routine, but I just know it's not gonna happen this week because I don't feel good. And I need to be okay with that.
Something that you are practicing in your life. When you're practicing it, then it has become sound doctrine. And so the question is, I'm going to stop here just for a second. I want you to examine yourself, and especially as I go through this, the men, then we're going to look at the women. We're going to look at older men, older women. We're only going to look at 3 verses. Yet in these 3 verses, it's a challenge to us. Am I living this way? Because if we have sound doctrine that has come, biblical doctrine, into our heads, and we start practicing and living it out, it ought to show up this way. We ought to be able to see sound doctrine as it's lived out in our lives. So wonderful from the moment I got saved, and I sometimes think, oh Lord, I wish I could go back, but I can go forward for the Lord Jesus Christ.
Hello everyone. So I just think it's wild. I just finished filming my video for tomorrow and just talking to you guys how I've been struggling and just how, I touched on like God needing to satisfy us just because like that's what my daily devotional said. And then I turned on church, online church, and my pastor is going through Titus, and he is on Titus 2 right now. We did verses 1 through 3, and it's just amazing how God works things out. And he was just talking about how we must live out sound doctrine. Like, we need to live it. If it's in our lives, we should be living it out. And I just think it's crazy how God ties everything together. He said, I don't care what the culture does. I care about what Christ wants me to do. And that should be our model for life. So I just wanted to mention that because I just thought it was crazy how he did mention that. I'm like just sitting here after online church, and I feel like I haven't this video is going to be all over the place. I figured I would do like a faith or quiet time vlog, a few days. These birds out there are just so loud. I also need to buy a mic for my camera because I don't like my sound quality. But I wanted to just kind of talk to you guys about faith things, and just like as I'm going through these next few days, I have a couple of other clips. I think I don't really know what I have recorded, but I just want to talk to you guys about what God is doing, how I'm trying to get back into reading my Bible. I just think it's amazing how God uses every little thing. Because I honestly thought about not even watching online church today, and I'm so happy I did because I needed a lot of this, and it also answered a lot of questions that I had just for myself. Because, one of the questions that I hate that people ask all the time is, what kind of man are you looking for? What are you looking for in a man? Blah, blah, blah. This is such a random tangent, but it's like, I don't know, I just want a man that loves God. And I feel like people don't like that answer. But what I liked about Titus 2, yes, it's talking about like the older men and the older women, and like teaching the younger and sound doctrine and stuff. But it says older men, this verse 2, older men are to be sober-minded, dignified, self-controlled, sound in faith, in love, and in steadfastness. And I just love that because it kind of summarizes what a godly man should be when he's living out his doctrine, when he's living out his faith. And that's a great answer for me to give people. I think that will satisfy the people. I don't know how we got on this tangent, but I just figured I would pick up the camera as we go along throughout this week after, you know, filming my video this morning, I feel like this would be a good thing to do. And it'll also help keep me accountable to reading my Bible and just kind of like staying on track. So yeah. Oh, also I was flipping through my notes and I'm telling you, God works. I don't even remember when I wrote this, but it's definitely from church. It says, we have nothing to offer God, but he has everything to offer us. And how true is that? So I just think I'm gonna journal a little bit. I'm gonna try and read my Bible, and I think in the space that's like wherever I'm gonna read, just like journal a little bit, just document. I've never done that, so this is gonna be new. And I figured I would just bring you guys along for the next few days and just share with you guys what God is doing, or how I'm failing, however things turn out. But I did really enjoy this morning's service and just everything that God is doing in these last couple of hours. So I am going to just keep catching up with you guys. If anything else, I'll pop back in a little bit. If not, I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and we will see where this video takes us. Can you say hi? So it is the next day that I read my Bible. But that's what we're going to do in a few moments. I just figured I'd just catch you guys up on that. We'll update this here first. I have been reading this book, Men Are Like Waffles, Women Are Like Spaghetti. I don't think I'm gonna hit my one faith book a month for this month, but I have been reading this and I really do enjoy it. I think it's really good. I think I mentioned that in my last like reading vlog. But I've been sitting here and just trying to get my life back in order, trying to clean up my desk and organize like my sections so that way I'm not overwhelmed when I sit here, and when I need to like read my Bible and stuff, I'm not overwhelmed by all the mess and chaos. This dog, all the mess and chaos around me. I'm also trying to like plan out. Okay, we got interrupted. My mom was just telling me how there was another farm fire on like a chicken egg farm. What was I saying? Yeah, I've been trying to like, I need to like organize and clean this so that way, you know, clean space, clean mind, like a clutter-free space, a clutter-free mind, and I think that will help me just get my life back in order. I've also been trying to like plan things out and plan content, which is hard when truly I get a lot of my content from reading my Bible. Besides like the book content, like a lot of my faith content and all that stuff comes from me being in my faith. So when I'm not in my faith, it's hard to create faith content because I'm not going to fake it. So you get a video like this of me telling you that, you know, I'm struggling. That is just what we're working on. I do have, this is something we scheduled after our first day of silence that I mentioned in December. We actually had one scheduled for February. I'm trying to get my life right so that way when I go into that day, it's not a struggle, but I think it's something I desperately need just to like block out the world and block out all these distractions and just truly only have time to focus on God. So I think it's going to be helpful and hopefully not a restart, because hopefully I can get there before then, but you know, so I won't bring you guys along for that day, but I'll bring you guys along for like the prep and like afterwards and give you guys a little chat like I did last time. Just keep you guys updated on how we are doing. But how are you guys doing? Let me know down below. How are you guys doing? How has your reading been? Yeah, everything. I have so much that I wanted to do this year for you guys, but I need to get myself right before I can do anything. So that is the plan. So I'm going to clean up a little bit so that way I can pull out my Bible and read. I'll read my daily devo for the day. Probably try and read a little bit of this and just see where today takes us. Okay, this is much better. Here's my Bible in my New Morning Mercies. The one that I have is leather bound, and you can get that at Hobby Lobby. The one you can get on Amazon is hardcover. Guys, it has, whoa, now we're into break. It has been distraction after distraction. I'm trying to do this. I've read this. It's just getting harder and harder. This is another struggle I have with my phone. It just doesn't work anymore. I do have the 8 Plus, and it needs to be upgraded. And my Bible app is not working. I'm telling you, everything is against me. Everything. We're just gonna have to read the old-fashioned way with our brains. Reading my Bible has never been a stressful thing. And I'm telling you, reading this one chapter in Joshua has been extremely stressful. I don't know why it was so hard. Also, I like how it ends. Chapter 21. Verses 43 to 45. I'm not going to read them. But it basically ends with, it's saying that God gave them everything he promised. God keeps his promises. And I like that. It's hope. Also, I'm looking at my picture here, and I put it upside down. Why is it so bright there? Relax. That is upside down. I'm hoping to work on that more on our next day of silence, so that is the plan. Alright, today has been a little hectic, but I will check in with you guys tomorrow. I have read my Bible. We're doing good so far. Today, at least. So, I will chat with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. I think this is day 3 of this, quiet time, faith vlog. I think it has gone really well. I think we started off real rocky, but we're somewhere. Right now, I'm going to get ready to read the daily Devo, read my Bible, and get into the word, and it is not the middle of the day, so I'm counting that as a win. Did I wake up early this morning? No. That's a completely different struggle that I have to deal with, my own little battle, but I do want to get back on a routine. I have an idea of what I think would work. It's just doing it. My body is fighting the waking up early, but it's because I'm also going to sleep at 2 in the morning because I can't sleep. I get in my bed and I can't sleep, and then I scroll on my phone, and that is the worst thing to do. I've got my devotional, my coffee, my Bible, and we're gonna do this. I also have my book. I have not read from it. I wanted to yesterday and I did not. So maybe that's something we can do later. But I'm gonna read, and then we can chit chat, and yeah.
At that time, Joshua summoned the Reubenites and the Gadites and the